Hello, welcome back in section 5.2, system of equations in three variables. We have learned in the last video how to solve system of equations and how to use the steps in using the system of equation and solve each two equations separately, and then we solve for the three variables. Alright, in this video I'm going to explain how to use the system of equations in applications. So I have an application here about find the equations of the quadratic function that passes through the points -4, -21, -1, 3, and 3 and 7. Okay, so let's first of all, let's understand what do we have here. So first of all, I'm gonna underline the word quadratic function. So the first question, what is the equation of the quadratic function? That's number one, is the question. Number two, I have 3 points. So before we have learned how to find the linear of equations, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now we have a different thing. So I know what is -4. -4 is x. So this is x and this is y. This is x and this is y. And this is x and this is y. So I have 3 points in 2 coordinates in x and y. And we need to use all the informations that I have to find the quadratic function or the equations of the quadratic function. Okay. So the first step, think about the standard form of the quadratic equation. We learned before about 2 forms of the quadratic equations. Number one, the standard form. The second one is the vertex form. What I need here is the standard form. So let's write the standard form of the quadratic function. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Right? So now, do I know y? Do I know x? Do I know x and y? Yes. So this point passes through this quadratic function. So if x is -4, y must be -21. But I don't know what a, I don't know what b, and what is c. So the variables that I am looking for here is a, b, and c. So the system of equations is solving the 3 variables, a, b, and c. Okay, so I have 3 unknown variables. How many equations do I need to solve for 3 unknown variables? 3 equations, correct. Alright, so let's start with the first one. I'm gonna plug this one, I'm gonna say here, the point, -4 and -21. So what's gonna happen here? So I have y is, how much is y? -21. So -21 equals, do I know a? Yeah, so write a. But how is x squared? So x squared is -4 squared. So I'm going to write it down. -4 squared a. So I just switch them because this is the unknown variable. Plus, same thing with b. How much is b? So I have x, with x is -4. So that would be -4 multiplied by b. And plus c. So let's clean this one. So I have -21. A -4 squared is 16a minus 4b plus c. So this is my first equation. Okay? How many equations do I need? 3. Can I get the 3 equations from these 3 points? Yes. So let's get with the second one. And I am going to do the same thing here. So the point here, the point is -1 and 3. Now let's plug it again. What is y? Y is 3. So 3 equal, and what is x? X is -1. So -1 squared times a. And I have b, I have x is -1 again. So that would be negative b. But you see what I did? I plugged -1 multiplied by b is -b. And then c. Let's clean this equation. So I have 3 equals -1 squared is a minus b plus c. So now I got the second equation. So this one, this is 2. And the third one, I'm going to do the same thing. Point 3 and 7. Okay, so y is 7 equal 3 squared is 9 times a, so that would be 9 times a, okay, and b, x again is 3, so that would be plus 3b plus c, and this is the third one, okay. I made this a little quick, I did the computations in my mind, okay, so now let's write the system of equation. So I have negative, let's make, I'm going to make the -21 to the right, so 16a minus 4b plus c equals -21, and I have a minus b plus c equals 3, and I have 9a plus 3b plus c equal 7. Okay, if I look at this equation, what is the easiest variable to eliminate? I heard someone says c, is that correct? Because 3 and 4 are relatively prime, 16 and 9 is the same. So C is easier to do that. So I'm going to choose the first two equations, and I multiply one of them by -1 to get rid of C. Well, let's try that. So I have 16a minus 4b plus c is -21. And now I'm going to multiply the second one by -1. So I'm going to make it -1 times this equation a minus b plus c equals 3. I multiplied this one by -1. So what did I get here? So the first equation is the same, minus 4b plus c equals 21. And now I will get -a and then plus b. -1 times negative is positive, and -1 times positive is negative, equal -1 times 3 is -3. Add, what would I get here? 15a, -4 plus 1, so that would be -3b, and c is cancelled out. And how much is that? -24. Is there any way to simplify this equation? I got an equation in A and B. Yes, I can divide or multiply by 1/3. 1/3. I got here 5a minus b equals 1/3 times -24 is -8. So it's the same, you divide by 3. Okay, so I got the first equation, 5a minus b is -8. Let's do, I need to choose another pair and solve for c. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to choose the second and the third one. I write it down here. A minus b plus c is 3, and I have 9a plus 3b plus c equals 7. Okay, tell me, which one do you want to multiply by negative? Because I need negative c here. So which one do you want? I think the first one is easier. So I'm going to multiply the first one by negative 1. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to write them down here. Negative a. Negative times a negative is positive b. And here is a negative c equals a negative 3. That must be the same as that one, because we did that before. Alright, and then 9a plus 3b plus c equal 7. Is everything correct? Make sure you check each step here, because solving the system of equations is a little confusing. So one mistake will cost you a lot. So make sure that you check your work step by step. Okay, I'm going to add here. So I have negative a and 9a is 8a. b and 3b is 4b. And c is cancelled out. I have here equals 4. Can we simplify this equation? Yes, we multiply by 1/4. So I have 2a plus b equal 1. So now I have two equations. 5a minus b is negative 8, and this one 2a plus b is 1. Look at this one, negative b and plus b. What is the method that you would like to use here? Addition, yes. So let's do that. I'm going to do 2a plus b equals 1. I wrote this first, but that's fine. 5a minus b equals negative 8. Okay, so I can cancel b out here, and I have 2 and 5 is 7a. Negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7. Therefore, how much is a? A is negative 1. Okay, so if a is negative 1, how much is 2a plus b? I want to get b, so here 2 times negative 1, I'm substituting here, plus b, let's do that here, is 1. So 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, plus b is 1. So b is, we add 2 to both sides, so b is 3. So I got a and b, I need c. So we choose the easiest equation. You can substitute in any one, but I would choose the second one. Look how easy that is. So I have a, I'm going to write the equation again, minus b plus c equals 3. So what's a? Negative 1. And what is b? It's negative. What is b? Is 3 plus c equals 3. So I have negative 4 plus c equals 3. We add 4, add 4, add 4. So c is 7. Okay, let's check. 7, and then 3 is 10. Alright, well, looks good to me. Alright, so let's do the system of equation. So the system of equation is y equals, what is the value of a? Negative 1, so that would be, let's write the equation again. Ax squared plus bx plus c. Let's write this down here. I have y. What is a? Negative 1. So negative x squared. And what is b? 3. So plus 3x. And what's c? Since 7. And here is my solution. I hope that works for you, and I hope that you understand section 5.2. Thank you, and see you in the next section. Have a good day.